I'm now going to show you how to register online for your classes using My Blackhawk. You'll want to refer to the How to Build a Schedule and Register blue sheet that you would have received from an advisor or had the classes approved by an advisor. First thing you're going to want to do is log into My Blackhawk. And you're going to click on the Student tab. And then Students, click here too. And then Registration. You're going to click on Look Up Classes. Now this is a financial responsibility agreement. You're going to go ahead and read through that and then click that you understand. And then you're going to search for Fall Term 2017 or Spring Term 2018. Right now, Fall Term 2017 is the only time that's available to look for classes. So the first class that is on my list to look up is Chem 102 or Chemistry 102. So I'm going to highlight the chemistry. I'm going to click on the 102 course number and type in 102 and then highlight Quad City Campus. We're only going to use these 3 fields, okay? If these fields aren't available, then you did not click on the advanced search on the previous page. So it's important that you click on that advanced search to get those additional fields before you do anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and re-click on chemistry, put in the 102, highlight Quad City Campus. We're going to look at section search. So the only section that's available for chemistry 102 right now is this one. And this one meets Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 to 1:50, and Tuesday, Thursday, 12 to 2:50. It meets for all of those times. This is the class and this is the lab. Some students will look at this and say, oh, I have a choice on which ones to go to. No, you would go to all of these if you register for this class. Currently, there are 4 seats remaining. 24 people can be in the class. There's actually 20 people in the class right now, and there's 4 seats remaining. So I should be able to register for that. Now, at this point, you can either click on register or you can go to add to worksheet. We're going to go ahead and click on add to worksheet right now. And it shows up on this worksheet. Now we can go to, but before you do that, we're going to go back here. On your blue sheet, you're going to want to write down the course reference number, the days, and the times that the class meets so that you can keep track of the times and the dates that you've selected for your classes. So again, we're going to go ahead and add that to the worksheet, and it shows up there. Now sometimes, for one reason or another, it won't save on this worksheet, so that's another reason that you want to write down at least the course reference number, but it's good to write down the days and the times so that you can keep track of that. I'm going to go to class search and we're going to look at the next one. Again, you want to click on that advanced search to get those other fields to choose from. We're going to highlight English because we're going to look at English 102 now, or English 101, sorry. So the reason that a lot of these classes are showing up as not available to register is because they started in August. The only one that's available right now is the one that starts October 16th. Now that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 11:50, and Tuesday, Thursday, 11 to 12:14. I do want to point out that there's some sections here that have a TBA. If they have a W in the section, that means that they're online or they're web, and you can see that over here too. You can see the location of the courses over here. And here's an example of a class that was full. 25 people are in the class. 25 people actually registered for the class, so there were 0 seats left. So as you're going through this process, if there's a 0 in the remaining, you're not going to be able to register for that. So we're going to go ahead and click on this section because that's the only one that's available. And I'm going to add it to the worksheet. So now I've got the chemistry and the English here on the worksheet. I'm going to go ahead and hit submit changes right now so you can see what happens. So there is a prerequisite and test score for the Chemistry 102. I haven't taken Chemistry 101, honestly, so I don't know why I was trying to register for Chemistry 102, but I wanted to use that as an example, actually, for you guys. And if you get this error and you think it is a mistake, then either the test score isn't in the system yet, or maybe you took the course somewhere else, the prerequisite course, and we don't have it on record. An advisor can do an override for you, and if you're on campus, you can come see an advisor and get that override. You can also email us at advqc@bhc.edu and try to get that resolved through email if you can't come on campus. This one says that there's a time conflict, so I kind of did that on purpose to show you what would happen if you try to register for 2 classes at the same time. So, all right, well, I'm not going to register for the chemistry, but I'm going to register for the English 101. So the English 101, the course reference number for that is 80310. You can just put that course reference number in here and then submit changes. Okay, so now I'm registered for the English 101. So there's one more class that I want to look up, and that is Computer Science 100. So that stands for Computer Science. It's a CS, is what would be written on your blue sheet. And then 100. And I want this to be an online course, so you can look up just online courses. And if it's an online course, it doesn't really matter which campus it originates at. So you could leave that all there. And we're going to do the section search. So here you can see that there's one CS 100. Again, this one is available because it doesn't start until October. The other thing that I want to point out to you is that you can click on these and it will give you additional information. So if something doesn't make sense, or if you get a prerequisite or test score error and you want to know what the course description is, the course description with the prerequisites will be listed here. So that's some other information that you can get as you're registering. So we're going to go ahead and register for the CS 100. And this time, instead of adding it to the worksheet, I'm just going to register for it. Since it's online, I know it's not going to conflict with any course that I've already registered for. So I'm going to go ahead and click on register. So now I'm registered for these 2 classes. At this point in time, what you want to do is look at your schedule. So you would click on return to menu, and then you can go to student detail schedule. Now this will list what the course is, what term I'm registered for, the instructor, And then the location of the class, well, this one's online, but this one is in the Quad City campus, Building 2, Room 202. This one meets Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 11:50, and Tuesday, Thursday, 11 to 12:14. So that is how you register for classes. Now you can look at your blue sheet and look at the classes that have been recommended for you and start registering yourself. Thank you.